It was supposed to be an ordinary Friday night, the kind where you pour yourself a drink, put on some music, and forget about the long week that just drained the life out of you. But that night, everything shifted. I came home, loosened my tie, and found her sitting on the couch with a glass of wine, legs crossed, eyes sharp like daggers. There was something in the air, something heavy. Before I could even ask what was wrong, she smirked and said the words that ripped through me like a bullet. "I'm sleeping with your best friend tonight." For a moment, I just stood there, frozen, my brain refusing to process the sentence. My best friend, Daniel, the man who'd been at my side since childhood, who had carried me home drunk in college, who had stood next to me at the altar, is my best man. And now my wife, the woman I trusted with every piece of my heart, was throwing those words in my face. She didn't stutter. She didn't hesitate. She wanted me to hear it, to feel it. She wanted a reaction. Maybe she expected me to scream, to beg, to break down and cry. Maybe she thought I would lash out or crumble at her feet, proving her power over me. But what she didn't expect was silence. Cold, terrifying silence. I took a deep breath, poured myself a glass of whiskey, and sat across from her. "Is that so?" I asked calmly, staring into the amber liquid. She blinked, clearly thrown off by my lack of outrage. "Yes," she snapped, leaning forward. "I'm tired of pretending. Daniel makes me feel alive, something you haven't done in years. He listens. He excites me. And tonight, I'm going to be with him." My chest burned, but I didn't let it show. Inside, my heart was collapsing, but on the outside, I gave her nothing. I sipped my drink and said, "Then go." Her face twisted in confusion. "What?" she asked, expecting me to fight for her. But I didn't. I stood up, walked past her, and opened the front door. "If that's what you want, don't waste time telling me. Just go." She stared at me like I had lost my mind. "You don't care," she demanded, her voice rising. "You're just going to let me walk out that door?" I met her eyes steady and unshaken. "You already made your choice before telling me. You wanted to hurt me with it? But the thing is," I paused, sipping the last of my whiskey. "You've only freed me," she faltered, her confidence cracking for the first time. She expected chaos, but I gave her control of nothing. With one final look, she grabbed her coat, muttered something under her breath, and slammed the door behind her. The silence afterward was deafening. I stood there, heart pounding, fists clenched, but I refused to let the anger consume me. I wouldn't give her that satisfaction. Instead, I grabbed my phone, scrolled through the photos of me, her, and Daniel together, and laughed bitterly at the memories. Every barbecue, every football game, every double date, it had all been a lie. But betrayal has a way of sharpening the mind. While she was running into his arms, I was already planning my next move. You see, people like her thrive on reaction. They want to see you broken, so they can feel powerful. But nothing is more unsettling than a man who refuses to give that power away. I packed a bag that night. Clothes, documents, the essentials. I didn't call her. I didn't call him. Instead, I wrote a note and left it on the kitchen counter. "You chose him. Keep him. By the time you read this, I'll be gone. Don't look for me." Then I walked out, my heart heavy, but strangely lighter than it had been in years. Over the next few days, I stayed at a hotel and contacted a lawyer. Divorce papers were drafted before she even realized I was serious. When she finally came looking for me, mascara smudged, voice trembling, I didn't even let her inside the room. She begged, said it was a mistake, said she just wanted to make me jealous that nothing really happened with Daniel, but I only looked at her and smiled coldly. "Do you remember what you said that night?" I asked. She nodded, ashamed. "You said you were sleeping with my best friend. And whether you meant it or not, those words killed everything we had. You can't take them back." Her tears fell freely, but I didn't waver. She had wanted a reaction, and she finally got one, not in the form of rage, but in the form of my absence. The day the papers were signed, she realized what she had truly lost. Not just a husband, but the man who loved her more than anyone else ever could. As for Daniel, I never spoke to him again. He tried calling, tried explaining, but I ignored it all. The bond of brotherhood had been shattered. In one night, I lost two of the most important people in my life. But I also found something far more important: freedom. Months later, standing on a balcony in a new city, looking at the skyline, drink in hand. The pain was still there, faint but fading. But I wasn't broken. I was alive, stronger than ever. Because sometimes the cruelest words spoken in spite are the very ones that set you free. And that's the thing she never expected. She thought she was breaking me. She thought she had control. But in the end, my reaction, the calm, steady silence, was the very thing that destroyed her. So when people ask me how it ended, I tell them this: she said she was sleeping with my best friend. I told her to go. And in that moment, I realized sometimes the best revenge isn't anger. It's walking away without looking back.